The Olympic Games are world-renowned for bringing together people with different ethnic and cultural backgrounds. But at the 1972 Games, Palestinian terrorists held hostage and eventually murdered 11 Israeli athletes. The events that occurred at Munich shocked the world at being one of the first televised terrorist attacks in history. Now let's remember Munich.
This is ABC.
I'm Jim McKay speaking to you live at this moment from ABC headquarters, Munich, West Germany. The Olympics of Serenity have become the one thing the Germans didn't want them to be, the Olympics of Terror.
That these guerrillas are from one of the very extreme left-wing groups, a group called Black September.
They had set a deadline of noon, which is just an hour and 15 minutes away, saying that they were going to kill all of their hostages at that time. At this moment, 8 or 9 terrified living human beings are being held prisoner.
On the morning of September the 5th, the rooms of 11 Israeli athletes were broken into by Palestinian terrorists from the extreme group Black September, who held the athletes hostage at the demands that 200 revolutionary prisoners from Israel, Germany, and elsewhere be released.
Continuous delegations go forward, people here waiting, but unquestionably the mood becoming more tense.
Gilly Dome, the head of the Olympic Organizing Committee, has announced that the Olympics will go on. As of this hour, the Olympics, the Games of the 20th Olympiad, will continue.
The act of continuing the Games outraged many and caused several protests.
And that's what they're doing right now. They're out there sunning themselves, they are swimming, talking about technique with athletes of other countries, and yet this grim, terrible thing is taking place inside the village.
As the situation grew more tense, the German government tried to take matters into their own hands. But this assassination attempt failed. Because as the whole world was watching, so were the terrorists from inside the hotel. Outraged, the Palestinians demanded to be transported to a local airport and to be airlifted out of Germany. But when they finally arrived at the airport by helicopter, the terrorists discovered that it was a trap.
The latest word we get from the airport is that, quote, all hell is broken loose out there, that there is still shooting going on, but all seems to be confusion. Nothing is nailed down. We have no idea what has happened to the hostages.
As the world waited anxiously, a false report hit the newspapers.
We are afraid the information given so far is too optimistic. That's where we seem to stand.
In fact, in the middle of a brutal shootout between police, one of the terrorists threw a grenade into one of the helicopters, killing all who were inside. And yet another terrorist killed the rest of the hostages in another helicopter by using a machine gun.
We've just gotten the final word. You know, when I was a kid, my father used to say, our greatest hopes and our worst fears are seldom realized. Our worst fears have been realized tonight. They have now said that there were 11 hostages. 2 were killed in their rooms yesterday morning. 9 were killed at the airport tonight. They're all gone. They're all gone.
In later days, the world mourned the death of the athletes, and their perspective on terrorism changed forever.